Well, Joe, we spoke before the game, obviously 25 years ago since Stoke City, and here we are, the same scoreline here at Slough.
Yeah, totally different game. Like we spoke about before the game, Stoke was really nice to be involved with. It wasn't an enjoyable game tonight, I thought, and I've got to go careful what I say. I thought it got ruined tonight. There was 6 bookings for our team, and I don't think there was a bad tackle in the game whatsoever. And then we've been had up for time wasting, apparently, when we're in an attacking area and are throwing up high up the pitch, which is farcical. They're taking throws and it's taking just as long as well. So, yes, it's a shame really that the game gets ruined, because the 2 guys here run it really well. They've got a good team. They work ever so hard for each other. I thought they come out the blocks and were better than us in the opening stages. We looked low on energy, had to change the shape, had to go back to a 4-3-3 just to block it out a little bit. And the one thing I'll say about our boys is they dig deep in the well, and that's what they've done. I almost felt as if it could be maybe a game too far for our lads physically, because we used the same team over the course of the time, and we haven't got big numbers. But they've dug deep and they've got a point, and I said to them there, that could be a really big point come the end of the season.
Close stop there. Do you need the light? Carry on. Okay, we'll carry on. Yeah, and in the circumstances, and obviously then you lost Kevin and Manqua in the second half, right at the start of it. It looked like perhaps you were getting Matt Richards ready just in case. So was he struggling with a knock?
Who, Kevin?
Yes.
Yeah, no, Kev had a tight groin. It was getting stiffer and stiffer as the game went on. Half time he's told me it's loosened off, but then the start of the second half it's tightened up on him. Obviously I've got Sean Rigg to go on, but Sean, we had to keep him back. We can only give him a certain amount of time. So Matt Richards was a natural one to go in and play. And yeah, he did fine when he went on. So we gave Sean a run out at the end. I thought he looked good when he went on as well. He's got quality, Sean. And we're missing a hell of a lot of players, you know. We're doing ever so well. I think we're third in the league, aren't we, tonight? Yes. We're third in the league tonight, which is a great feat for us. We haven't got the biggest budget in the league. We'll be mid-table on budget, but what we have got is a group of players that want to achieve and want to win things. And coming away here tonight, I think that's 5 clean sheets in 6 as well we've kept. And that's a really good backbone to have. It shows we've got some grit, some determination within the group. They didn't want to get beaten. They knew they weren't playing at their best, but they didn't want to get beaten tonight. And then Freddie, special mention for him. He's had a really marvellous debut, I thought. He's looked bright, quick. His work ethic, first and foremost, is fantastic. And clever movements, and then he's created some bits himself, hasn't he? He's done really well in 1v1s. The bit of skill in the 18-yard box just over there, second half. The keeper's pulled off an unbelievable save. His free kick's only just gone wide. He's hit the outside of the post. He will score goals at this level. He will be a threat. And I'm looking forward to working with Freddie. He'll fit into this team absolutely fine. I know a lot about him. I watched him back when he was a 16-year-old in the FA Youth Cup, so I know all about him. And I thank Brian Tinney and Bristol City for having him, because I think he's going to be a great acquisition for us. That
about his first outing, I think, this season. I know he's been on loan at Wrexham. I don't think he's got any game time, and it's hard to believe he managed a full 90 minutes tonight. And if anything, he got stronger as it went on.
I asked him that a minute ago, actually. I said, how do you feel? He said, I felt really good. He said, that's the first one for a long time. He went to Wrexham, and then he came back, and he picked up an injury at Bristol City. So he hasn't had any game time whatsoever, but he's a fit boy. He's really bright, he's intelligent, he's a good talker, good thinker, and someone who I think a lot of. And hopefully he comes with us and gets a load of success, because we want him to come here, be successful with us, and go back on and go on like we've seen Antoine. There's nothing better than us seeing Antoine the other day playing for Newport and doing ever so well. So it's proven. The boys that come in from Bristol City especially, they come in, they do ever so well with us. They enjoy the way we play, and they're successful when they go back wherever they may go back. They may go up a few leagues, they may go back into Bristol City, like Obi Edwards has and played in their first team. But that relationship's fantastic, and it helps us a massive amount. But without a core of signings that we made in the summer of individuals and characters, we wouldn't get this result tonight. I've said it numerous occasions now, and we've come away from home. I don't think we'd have got that result last season, but this season it's a good habit. It's a good habit. We've gone unbeaten again, and that's 9 now away from home. That's a fantastic base, and we're aiming for the playoffs. I'm not talking about anything else. We're aiming for the playoffs, and if we can go in the playoffs, that's a massive achievement for us, and we believe we can. So this result, as I said, without repeating myself, this result could be massive come the end of the season.
Making all these records to keep me busy, keeping going. One of them 430 odd minutes, I think, without conceding a goal. Yet another clean sheet for Ryan Clark. And despite all the sort of disturbances you had at the back, I think he had that early save and an inadvertent near-own goal from Kevin and Manqua. Again, didn't have too much to do because of the people in front of him.
Yeah, we've made the best chances, haven't we? And we've had the better chances. And Ryan's got great experience as well in behind us. He pulled off a really good save first half, actually, when it was offside then afterwards when it hits Kev. But no, we've got some players in there that have got some good league experience. And the backbone to the team will always be really important to you. And when you've got people like Kevin Manqua, now Jack Batten and Robbie Cundy, they're forming such a formidable partnership, whether they're playing in a 3 or a 2. They know what they're doing. They work off each other. Strakes has come back in tonight, and we know all about Strakes, probably the best left back in the league on his day. And whatever system we go to, the joy tonight is I could flip it to a 4-3-3, and they knew the job straight away. So it's nice that we're adaptable. We can play a 3, we can play a 4, and we got personnel that can go and do it. So no, that's a great achievement by the boys tonight, and we got to rest up now and really get some bodies back on the pitch for which will be a really tough game actually against East Thurrock.
You'll go into it. You now got a 4-point lead going into the playoff phase. Not sure where St Albans lost tonight, having led at Truro. Is that sort of a message you can send your players? Just need to win a couple of games, and you can get firmly up there amongst the rest.
That's all we can do. We can only look after what we're doing. I spoke about it before in the dressing room. You can talk about St Albans going away to Truro tonight. You can talk about Torquay. I quite like the fact people are talking about Torquay and Woking and Billericay. That's fine. Let them talk about it and don't talk about us. Just let us get on with our work. And I'm happy with that because we go under the radar somewhat. And all we do is we focus on our work. You know, I look at other teams. You know, I look at the opposition. We'll spend some time when I get the team sheet, myself, Jim and Jason, we'll sit down and we'll say, right, okay, this is what they may go with. And we try and look at it and we try and get the tactics right. But in the end, it's all about what you do as a team. It's what we do as a club. And at the moment, we're doing a lot of things right. You're not going to win every week. That's a guarantee in football. You're not going to win every week, but it's important you react in the right way. My final message to the boys was, when things are not going for you and you're finding it tough, try and stay together. Don't fall out with each other. Make sure we talk about things in the dressing room afterwards. And I think the group's good enough to do that. And like I said, I'm really proud of them because that takes a massive effort coming here tonight. There's a few in there like me who've got a cold. They're coming down with a bit, but they've said, no, Gaffer, I want to play. Let's get on with it. And they've done it.
You had a few worse struggling, but some which didn't make it. James Morton and Ryan Brunt struggling from injuries, and Andy Watkins couldn't travel either. Do you think any of them will be back for Saturday?
Well, what people have realised is Misha Fetty's missing from this team. He's been with us for a long time and he's gone to Billericay, so we wish Misha all the best. I'd like to go on record and saying I've really enjoyed working with him. I've known him a long time. The reason he's gone there is because it's 40 minutes from his house. He lives in Hackney. He's got a deal for this year and next year. And he's been looked after by Dean down there. He's going to a good manager in Billericay and a good assistant manager, Stu, so they're good lads. And at the end, James Morton's gone into Bristol City and turned his ankle on Sunday, so he's been unlucky with that in a recovery session. And Ryan Brunt's not quite there at the moment. We're hoping he's going to be back for Saturday. Andy Watkins had work commitments tonight, and I have to remember sometimes we're a non-league club, and I'm quite understanding to that. He's had a lot of time off with his hernia at his school. He's got a new head in there, so he's found it difficult. So I've said to him to stay at home tonight, and we'll go with the 3. So yeah, come Saturday, we're hoping we'll get a few more bodies back, and there'll be competition for places because that's what we need, and ready for a good crowd in it Twerton. I know it's East Thurrock, and no disrespect to them. People will probably want to see some of the bigger teams at Twerton, but it's so important to us. That following tonight was fantastic, honestly. It's Slough on a Tuesday night. Down one side and behind the goal, I went over and I just thanked them all. From me individually, I just thanked them all. I said, thanks for coming, because that's a big effort. They've got to dig in their pockets after Christmas to come and watch this. And it shows they're enjoying what they're watching, and they've clapped us off because they know the effort everyone's put in.